I got this issue with my truck where when I turn the fan on and switch this to heat, it's blowing cold air. I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna try to mess with the heat actuator. Let's see if that will solve my problem. Because the fan works in all speeds. No air. Speed 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all working, but it's blowing cold air at me. So let's see if we can solve this problem without having to take it to a mechanic. Okay, so I think I've solved my heating problem. And what I did was I got these 3 bolts off of here. Just push this off to the side like that, right? And right here is this arm. And I think when you set your dial to heat, it's supposed to move this thing over like that. If you could hear that sound. So that's the flap back there that lets the heat from the heater core pull through. So I manually pushed this over, and when I held it over like that with the heat blowing, with the air blowing, the heat came out. But when I pushed it over to the left, it went back to cold air. So I'm gonna go buy a new one of these, install it, and then we'll see if the theory holds. Alright, here we are pulling into the Peterbilt dealership. Man, they got some nice trucks here. Wow. Look at this one. Sweet. Ooh, that one. Ooh. God, that's a nice one. Some of these guys right here. All right, found one at the dealership here. That was the price, $108. Well, actually, you add taxes and stuff, it's $115. And that is it. Part number. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, let's go back to the truck. All right, we're back in the truck. This is the new one here. This is the new one. And that's the old one. And in the box, there's this piece of paper with a very important message for you. There you go. So we're gonna do that. We'll put this silicone. Actually, we'll put, there's a connector. Oh, it's hiding. We'll put some in there and some on the plug. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect this. Well, mount it back there. It's nothing too hard. There's this thing right here that goes on there, and then this piece is supposed to, connect to the back of that like that. So let me just do that real quick. All right, so it's back on there, plugged in. The only thing to do now is turn the truck on, get it to operating temperature, and test it. Alright, we're about actually at 150 degrees of temp right here. I think that's warm enough for us to see if this thing works. Alright, let's see if this thing works. Turn the fan on. Now set to cold. Bring it to here hot. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's blowing hot. I mean, you can't tell that through the video, but there's a way that I can show you that it's actually working. Let me show you. See that little thing right there? This little notch. Where's this pointer? See this little notch? Right here, pay attention to that. Pay attention to that notch. I'm gonna adjust the temperature right now and just watch this thing. Look at that. So that's the heat side right there. See how that's moving around? Yeah, so that's all the way hot. And that's about halfway. And that's all the way cold. So I'd say this thing was a success. Let me cut the truck off. Alright, so now all I gotta do is just put this cover back on here. Man, that's dirty, man. That's all the coffee spilling. I don't like this cup holder, man. It's too big for my coffee cup. I'll clean it up. But put this cover back on here and put the glove box on there, and then we should be good. Okay, so let me see if I can do this with one hand. It's kind of difficult. I mean, I can't. Oh, this is hard. Okay, let's do that. Sneak this around here like that. I can't do it one hand. Let me just handle this real quick. All right, it's on there. So now I got a whole bunch of screws here. One goes there. One goes up in here. Another one up in there. One right there. One right there. And then there's one. Oh, come on now. There's one right here. That one. This one. And that one. So let me take care of this real quick. All right, so I didn't film, how to take this off, because it's not that hard. It's just this, you gotta pull this off. So I'll probably try to film putting it back on, which is really nothing. So that one. We got this one. That one. That one. And then come on, baby. One right here. That. Let's cover back on here. That snaps in. And then glove box has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me set that in. All right, so you got the 4 in the glove box. Got 1, 2. And these 2 right here. And that one. That's it. And it's fixed, man. So I have to admit, I'm really proud of myself. I didn't think I was gonna be able to solve that heat problem, but it's good to know that I was able to do it for $115, and we have heat back again.